So when I saw my parents' success with real estate investments at a young age, I didn't investigate further. Hi, I'm Ivan Tai, co-founder of Quadrant. So in our series of videos, we'll be sharing property investment knowledge, strategies and tips. So hit the subscribe button to stay updated on our latest video. And today, let me share with you about the biggest regret of my investment journey. And this is about not starting earlier. So when I saw my parents' success with real estate investments at a young age, I didn't investigate further. And this was because I didn't think it was possible for me because of the high quantum. Properties are like $1 million and $2 million and even higher. And I thought that I can't afford it. And hence, I didn't bother to dive deep into this real estate investment world. And so without the clarity of the possibilities, there is no why for me to start or to find out more. And that's what kept me at the starting line. And as I get older, I realized that about this one interesting concept, which is actually called Johari window. And when I look at myself with this property investment world, I realize there's this thing. Sometimes I know what I know, and sometimes I know what I don't know. But the problem is, I don't know what I don't know. And when it comes to property investment at a younger age, the problem is I didn't know because I didn't explore further. And ultimately, what I feel is important is about having perspective. Because if I had known more about stocks investment, property investments, maybe stock options and other kinds of alternative investments, then I would have figured out what might have been the best for me and I would have started earlier. About 10 years ago, I bought a property in Sengkang instead of Kallang. And the key problem was that my office is actually in Kallang and my parents were staying in the Kallang area too. But I bought Sengkang instead. And that was because it's actually one of the cheapest places that I could buy. What did I lose out on because I didn't start earlier? Other than profits, I actually lost out on time because I had to travel every day from Sengkang all the way to Kallang and back to Sengkang. And I also lost out on being closer to my family, my parents. And that was what I lost. Because of this, I had a very big lesson. And that is price versus value. Price is what I pay and value is what I get. If I have gone back in time, I could actually buy a property in the Kallang area at 700k. It would have been a higher quantum, but it is actually not expensive. I could have sold the property 5-10 years later at the same price, and hence the cost would have been almost zero. So ultimately, value is not just about money. I could have stayed closer to my parents and actually spent more time with them. And after I bought my Sengkang property at 500k, I actually took on a loan and I wanted to make sure that my loan tenure was as short as possible because I actually want to be debt-free as fast as I can. And that was when I locked up all my cash in property instead of investing. And that has been a lesson that actually burned in because that was where I learned the difference between good debt and bad debt. But that's another story for another day. So here's the biggest thing. When I lock up all my money in the property, I had no cash. And because I had no cash, I don't find a reason why I need to figure out how to invest. And hence, I stopped looking for opportunities. And when I don't look for opportunities, I thought that there's actually no opportunities around. And that reality became a vicious cycle whereby I miss out on opportunities that's happening all around me. And in the end, I wish I had started my investment journey earlier. Because investments is not about waiting till I have enough money. It's also not about waiting for opportunities to come knocking at my door. It doesn't happen. The investment journey should actually start with acquiring knowledge, and only when it makes sense, that is when I found the motivation to make things happen. So if I would have started earlier, I would have come across more opportunities, I would have deeper experience in selecting better investments, and I would have been able to make better choices. So this is the biggest regret of my investment journey. Do post a comment below on what is your own biggest regret of your investment journey so that we can all learn and grow together. So if you learned something, do remember to subscribe and give us a thumbs up in this channel. I'm Ivan Tai. Bye.